Man, I've been reading about ancient Israel again. I still don't totally get it. Why were there two different kingdoms, the house of Israel and the house of Judah? Well, it really comes down to a power struggle after the first two kings. Saul and David united everyone. The northern tribes and the southern tribes always had a bit of tension, stemming back to the 12 sons of Jacob and their inheritance. Right, there were 12 tribes. So what actually caused the split? After King Solomon died, his son Rehoboam took the throne. The northern tribes, who were the majority, sent a delegation to him, led by a man named Jeroboam. They had been taxed pretty heavily by Solomon to pay for the temple and his palaces, and they asked Rehoboam to ease up on them. And he said no, didn't he? Exactly. Rehoboam was young and listened to his friends instead of the older, wiser advisors. He basically told them he'd be even harsher than his father. The northern tribe saw this as a betrayal of the covenant and a sign that the Davidic line no longer respected them. They famously declared, "What portion have we in David? We have no inheritance in the son of Jesse." Wow, strong words. So they just left? Pretty much. 10 tribes seceded and formed their own kingdom, the House of Israel. And this was in the north, with Jeroboam as their king and Samaria as their capital. Only the tribe of Judah and most of the small tribe of Benjamin stayed loyal to Rehoboam and the house of David, forming the southern kingdom, the kingdom of Judah, with its capital in Jerusalem. Now that's fascinating, how one leadership decision can fracture a whole nation. It truly is. It wasn't just political either. Jeroboam set up new worship sites in Dan and Bethel to keep his people from going to the temple in Jerusalem, which made the religious divide even greater. I guess they were separate nations from that point on, with different destinies. Yep, right up until the Assyrians conquered the north, then the Babylonians later took the south. I find it interesting that the southern kingdom of Judah never goes by the title of Israel after the split. Yes, in fact, scholars typically ignore this fact. They often merge the two, calling Judah Israel and Israel Judah. Doesn't that cause confusion? You bet it does. It goes even deeper. The term Jew is regularly confused with Israel and Israelite.